Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land. It's Barb here with barbstamps.com. And it's Thursday night, so that must mean it's 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. And I'm very excited to be here with you guys tonight. I have some good projects. We have some projects for the boys tonight. It's getting close to Father's Day. Well, I mean, it's not super close, but it's getting close to the time where we need to think about making some Father's Day things for the dudes in our lives. So Mandy's here. Oh, I was thinking about maybe painting Mandy's nails Bermuda Bay. What do you guys think about that? They've been Blackberry Bliss for a few weeks now, and I kind of think Mandy is due for a change. And so, I don't know when it'll happen, but I've just been thinking about it. And, so we may be changing Mandy's nail colors to be Bermuda Bay here very shortly. So, yay! So, hello everyone, welcome. I do have some mascara on my eyeballs tonight, so I look a little more normal. This is the first time I put makeup on since I had my surgery, so, everything is good. Vision is still perfect. I went into my optometrist for my second post-op visit Tuesday. She said everything looks great, and she scheduled me for an appointment for June the 8th so I can get a new prescription and finally get some new glasses. Oh my gosh, I just am so excited to get new glasses. The ones that I have, I've probably told you guys before, but I'll tell you again just because some of you might be new. 3 years ago, I had a cataract in this eye removed, and I had my, at the time, Big Shot machine sitting on my table behind me here. And my glasses somehow worked their way under the machine a little bit. And when I picked them up to put them on to go somewhere, the temple broke. It just snapped in half. And I contacted the place I got it. The company didn't make those glasses anymore, so I couldn't get a replacement temple. So I've been wearing the duct tape on them for 3 years. And the reason I waited so long was because at the time my surgeon said that I did have a cataract in this eye, but that it was really far up and it wasn't affecting my vision. He said, you'll probably have to get it removed eventually. And so I thought to myself, well, if I have a cataract in this eye, I need new glasses. I need new prescription anyway. I'll just wait until this one happens and I'll get that done. And then I'll finally get, the new glasses. 3 years later, and I'm finally going to get new glasses. So I can hardly wait, you guys. Oh, I see Kelly's on here from Maui. Her and Dina are in Maui, as you guys may know, on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. And they're having a fantastic time. I opted out. And for the other 51 weeks of the year, I was totally fine with my decision. This week, I might be kicking myself just a little bit because where they're at is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. And it's just exactly what you would think on an island vacation. So Kelly is tuning in here. Who knows how long she'll be with us, because I'm sure she has plenty of vacation type things to do. But anyway, so yeah, that's exciting. Oh, and there's Dina. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm kind of embarrassed now. My two besties are on here watching me. Hopefully I don't disappoint. Make sure my hair is properly coiffed, because I am known for my perfectly coiffed mane, so I better make sure it's perfectly coiffed. So anyways, I have some exciting news for you guys. Last week, I talked about that I was very close to my $800,000 milestone, and last night, I was less than $100 away. And a very dear soul, Terry Molyneux, ordered from me last night and pushed me over, and it also pushed me over to earn the incentive trip. So I have a lot of love for Terry right now. So Terry, if you're watching, thank you. You're amazing. And everyone else who's ordered too. I mean, Terry didn't do it by herself, obviously, but she did push me over. So thank you to the rest of you that ordered this past week after I talked about that. I appreciate that so very much. I'm very excited. This is the earliest that I've earned an incentive trip in probably 4 years. When my mom got sick about 4 years ago, I started making very frequent trips up to Billings, Montana to, help her out and take care of her. And my business suffered tremendously. I didn't have time. A person only has so many hours in the day, and family first. So, yeah, I was helping her quite a bit, and my business kind of went a little bit, but that's the great thing about this Stampin' Up! Business. It can ebb and flow, I mean, I never completely, lost it, obviously, but, I did take a dip down, and now I'm kind of working my way back up. So I'm very excited, and thank you guys for helping me along this way. So that kind of gives me a little segue into our Join Plus special this month. If you join Stampin' Up! Right now, of course, you'd want to join my team. You get an extra $30 in your starter kit right now. So for $99, you can choose $155 out of the catalog. Anything you want. You can even get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine if that's what you want. So it's a great time to join Stampin' Up! And I am proof that, it can ebb and flow, but never completely, you never get rid of it. It's kind of in my soul. I've been doing this for 18 years. I can't imagine ever getting rid of it. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it very much. I guess I should make sure that I'm live, which clearly I am. And there's my big fat face on the old iPad. So yeah, woohoo! It's wanting me to cast it to my TV. No, I don't need to see myself that big, because now that I got my cataract done, I can see a lot more wrinkles that I didn't know were there. Well, okay, that's a lie. I pretty much knew they were there. I just couldn't see them. So I pretended that they weren't there. So yeah. All right, guys. I'm trying to think. I don't have any funny kid stories. My daughter has been here for a couple of weeks, and thank the Lord that she has been here. I have been so swamped. The past week, I have literally gotten out of bed, walked into my stamp room at 5:30 in the morning, and worked until like 10, 11 o'clock at night. The work is just, there's a lot of work going on right now. And so she's been here helping me. She's been die cutting tons of things. She's been sorting kits. She's been doing pens. She's just been doing so many things for me. So I'm so grateful that she's here. And that leads me into another little segue of I won't be here next Thursday because she's going to go back to Laramie tomorrow. And we are going down next Friday to move her. She's moving places. So we're going to move her, and then I'm going to stay there with her for about a week to, kind of get her room all set up and just kind of have a little bit of girl time. So that's pretty exciting. So I won't be here next week. So sad face, I know. But hopefully you'll get your fill of me tonight. So anyway, I am going to flip the camera and we will get started. I've got a lot of things to share with you guys here, and I want the good view to be there. So let me push my stool out of the way, flip my camera. Hopefully everything, I got to do my little fixaroo here because one of these days I'm going to get something different, but not today. And not last week, and probably not tomorrow, and whatever. So we're just going to situate this so we have a nice straight on view. I feel like I need to bring this out a bit. There we go. Okay, we are ready. Mandy's ready. I'm ready with all of my goods to share with you guys. Let's bring this in. So we have make and take packets available for our catalog kickoff. A ton of you guys were in our catalog kickoff group, and all the amazing content is still there. So it's never going to go away. And we are offering make and take packets. And these are some little teasers of what the cards look like. The make and take packets are $48. Oh, I cut that off on my little sheet here. They're $48. And it includes a quarter pack of the artistically inked DSP, quarter pack of the Euro Peach DSP, the Pale Papaya Weave Ribbon, loose flower flourishes, the artistically inked ephemera kit. That's kind of an interesting word. The pre-cut cardstock kit to make the 9 cards. Here they are, sneak peek. And then all the videos for the cards are on the group, and they'll be there forever. So you will get your packet. You can go to the videos, you can check them out, and you can put them all together. Of course, you will need some of these new bundles, and you can purchase those also. I have links to everything in the description of this video. So if you need any of these goodies, you can get them. My team members do get a $10 discount, so that's a great perk for being on my team. My team members also get the basic subscription to Stamp Happy Academy for free, so that's another great perk. There's just a lot of great perks to joining Stampin' Up! And joining with me, so yeah, and I hope you guys do it. And there's a link to that in the description of this video. Some of you guys may be getting on here a little bit later, and I've already talked about this, but my eye tissue is amazing. It's perfect. I can see beautifully out of it. Everything is crystal clear, including the wrinkles on my face. I'm just kind of scrolling through these comments here to see if there's anything that I need to address. Oh my gosh, Jackie says she has me on her TV. Oh, lucky you, Jackie. Okay. Yes, please share the video if you guys are so inclined. That would really help me out a lot. Bonnie just said Stamp Happy Academy is amazing, and she's correct. Chris, Chris, you have to sell or buy $300 a quarter. And then if you don't do it, there's no penalties. You still keep everything you got in your starter kit, and you're simply dropped as a demonstrator. Honestly, there is no risk whatsoever to joining Stampin' Up. It's not some kind of a scam, nothing like that. You pay your $99, you get your kit, you place your orders. Maybe if you've got some friends or family that want to order. If you're interested in building a business at all, I'm here to help you. There's no pressure to do that, of course. And then if you can't meet the quarterly minimums, they just drop you. Like I said, no harm, no foul. You keep everything you've gotten, and if you're buying Stampin' Up products, you guys, you should be a demonstrator. That's the bottom line right there. Because you get a discount. Why wouldn't you? Then you get more stuff, and we all love more stuff. Okay, let's move on. Make and take packets in the description of the video. Oh, I hit my 800,000. We already talked about that, but yay, me! And I earned the cruise, so I'm super excited. Totally Techniques Online Club. I've talked about this a lot. My technique of the month for the month of April was the old corner fold card. And this was the card that everybody in the club got. They also got their little instruction card with the sample on the back. And so, yeah, if you want to join my club, all you have to do is order $30 in my online store, minimum, of course. I'm using my monthly host code. And then you need to let me know you're in the club. You have to tell me that you want to be in the club, because otherwise I don't know that you want to be in the club. So once you tell me you want to be in the club, every time you order, then, use the host code, then I will send you the products or the projects for the month. And then after you've done that for 6 consecutive months, I give you a $30 gift certificate. Pretty simple. All right. My hand-panned online class will be ready to go out next week. I've just got to shoot some videos and then get some cardstock kits done. You can get the whole shebang from me for $103. It gives you everything in the suite, plus the Highland Heather and Mint Macaron ribbons, and then you get the class and cardstock kit for free. If you want the online class and the cardstock supply kit, you get the half a roll of both ribbons and the Genial Gems. Online class only, $20. And then you can add on the hand pen memories and more card pack and envelopes. Ooh, my Create Where You Are class. I just mailed all of those out this morning to everyone who's already ordered it. So this is the kit. Here's the pre-cut cardstock kit right here. Here is your supply packet, your paper, your ribbons, and your gems. And I'm going to give you a sneaky peeky at the cards. So this one, I do have a video on my YouTube channel for this one. So here is one of the cards. This one here is a bit of a fun fold. These are quick. This one here, fun. And then this last one here. So you get to make 2 each of all those designs. The kit itself is $45. Link is in the description of the video. All right. Ooh, this is amazing. The Connect, Craft, and Collect. That is a mouthful for sure. Is going on still. You get an extra $25 for host rewards when your order is over $250, or if you collect orders from friends and family and your party totals $250, you get an extra $25. So I'm not going to lie, I have gotten a few $25 bonus host rewards this month. Probably more than a few. I've ordered a lot this month, but I've needed a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I needed it. So that's going on through June 14th. And that kind of correlates a little bit with our Join Plus. This goes through the end of the month. So you can join as a demonstrator through May 31st, and you'll still have a couple of weeks to take advantage of that extra $25 with your discount, so you can get even more stuff. Yay! All right. Stamp Happy Academy, we always got to talk about that because it is totally amazing. All of our team members get the basic membership for free once they've placed their first order, and that is our levels 1 through 3. Premium membership gives you 3 live classes a month. I just did mine on Tuesday, I think it was. Kelly's already done hers for the month, and Dina's going to do hers when she gets back. Or you can be a live-only member at $20. So I really encourage you to check it out. It's amazing. It's fun. Everybody in Stamp Happy Academy, basic or premium, got the catalog kickoff event for free. So you just can't beat it. There's a lot of stuff there. And then finally, I do have some adhesive kits left. Here is one of them. It's just full of lots of goodies, and it comes in a cute little bag, and they're $45 shipped to you. All right, let's get rid of that stuff. Then here are the projects we did last week. I always like to do a little recap. So yeah, they're amazing. I do say so myself. This is like my favorite. I just love the colors on this. It's just so happy. Actually, this is my favorite too. No, this one's my favorite. They're all my favorites, honestly. So yeah, so if you're interested in seeing me make these, you can check out that video from last week and you can watch me. All right. I have to give a shout out to my friend Lori. She is in Maui with Kelly and Dina, and I am certain that they also got this little gem. Lori mailed this to me because she knew I wasn't going to be on the trip. And isn't this cute? This is one of our little boxes that we have in the catalog this year. And this is some retired like Hawaii paper, so it's perfect. Check this out, what she'd made me. Lori loves to make jewelry with our trinkets, and she does an amazing job. And these are some of the trinkets that we had in our catalog last year. And look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So Lori is such a sweetheart. So thank you, Lori. I know I've already thanked you, but thank you again publicly. All right. Ooh, I know what I wanted to let you guys know. My daughter and I are going to be having a Pampered Chef party starting on like a week and a half from today, because she is needing some kitchen stuff. So I told her we'd have a Pampered Chef party. So if anyone's interested in Pampered Chef and you want to be in the Facebook party, send me an email, barb@barbstamps.com, and I'll make sure I get you in. But this also came in the mail from Stampin' Up. Since I opted out of the trip, obviously I didn't get to go. So they sent me a little bit of fun. Isn't this box just amazing? And look what's inside of it. Like some fun little self-care items. We've got a cute little bar of soap. And I have to tell you guys, all these things smell delightful. Well, this I haven't smelled yet because it's sealed shut, but this is bath salts. So we got a little bar of soap. We got some bath salts. We got a lip balm. And look at that. This is a lip balm in like a cardboard tube. So I'm actually really excited about this. You know, no bad packaging for the environment, because I'm kind of a recycling psycho. I recycle everything that I can. And then some hand cleansing spray that literally smells like coconut and rubbing alcohol. So that's kind of fun too. So yeah, so I was really excited to get this in the mail from Stampin' Up. They'd never cease to amaze me and spoil us no matter what's going on. So yes, that's a lot of fun. Okay, I think I have way too long. So let me get to my first project. We are going to be doing a couple of man cards and then a not man card today. So to do a man card, of course, you need to use the Well-Suited Designer Series paper. And as a side note, this paper is retiring at the end of June when the January to June catalog retires. This paper will also be retiring. So it is really good man paper. So if you don't have it, I highly recommend you get it. It does coordinate, of course, with the Handsomely Suited bundle, which I lost my dies. Hold on. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, they're right here. So here's the dies. I don't have them all cut out. I feel a little bit guilty about that, but you know, life. So anyway, we're going to be using this bundle and the paper to make some fun man cards. So let me get that out of the way. And we will get some cardstock pieces out here. So we're going to use some Misty Moonlight. So I've got a layer of Misty Moonlight. This, of course, is 5.5 by 8.5. And I got the old bone folder here to burnish that. And then I have a layer that's 4 by 5.25. I have a strip of the Designer Series paper. I chose this pattern. And this is 1 3/4 by 5.25. And then I have a strip of Poppy Parade. Check that out. That we're going to slide in right there. But first, we're going to decorate this layer. And what I decided to do was to add a whole bunch of pockets to the background. So I die cut myself a lot of pockets. I think there's like 9 pockets here. And we're just going to glue those to the background to create a fun layout. So I'm just going to take some adhesive. I'm going to use liquid glue just because I'm going to add some glue to a number of these, and then we'll place them, and then we'll add some more glue, and then we'll place some more. So All right, so we're going to start about like so. So I've got about 1/8 of an inch or so from the top of the layer. And then I've got about 1/4 inch between the two pockets. Okay. Why do I see demos burnished card bases and then flip it over? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Is that what I just did? I have no idea, Denise. I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, I don't know. But I need to scoot these over just a touch. But I don't want my glue to show. So, oh gosh, you guys. I have been on the struggle bus this week severely. If you guys happened to be Stamp Happy Academy members and you watched my live, whoa. I was... Somebody even commented and said, you are riding the struggle bus, and I absolutely was. It was, wow. Yeah, I don't think I've ever stamped that crappy in my life. Not that my projects were crappy, because they absolutely weren't. But my stamping and what I was trying to do was just, oh, everything was so hard that day. It was ridiculous. All right, I'm going to cut this one in half because I don't need, whoops, I need this side. I don't need a whole pocket there. I just need like a little bit on the edge. So we're going to add our little bit on the edge and then add it like so. And then this one we're going to add over on this side. Yeah, that's really funny, Denise. I have no idea. I guess I didn't even realize we did it. And I don't believe there's any rhyme or reason for it, honestly. Okay. So we've got that. Now we're just going to, oh, Dina says it's a habit for her and maybe her bone folder leaves a mark. And that could be too. So you want the mark to be on the back, obviously. So we are going to then stick our other pockets upside down and kind of filling in the gaps here of the pockets on the top. Okay. So this is fun. I feel like my besties are in my stamp room with me. No, Cynthia, I did not go to Hawaii. Yeah, the other 51 weeks of the year, I've been totally fine not going to Hawaii. But this week, I'm kind of sad that I'm not there. But, you know, it is what it is. Life is what it is. And I'm not. I'm here and I've got a lot of work to do. So it's probably a good thing I'm not in Hawaii because then who would be doing all the work? My work would not get done. Okay, I think that's good. So now we're going to press those into place and then we're just going to snip off the excess here. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. My trash can. All right, so we only need to do that top because we're going to have our designer series paper here, so we don't need to go any farther than that. So I am going to add a little bit of glue to the edge of my designer series paper. And then we're going to layer it on this Poppy Parade. It's just so we have just a little bit peek it out. Just for a little pop of color on this thing. Okay. And then I'm going to add it to my other layer. Okay. It's coming together. I think that my layer is a little, well, my paper's too short or my layer is too long. It's hard to say which is which, but we're going to bring a little trimmer in here and we're going to trim this off. Hopefully it's okay going through like 10 layers of cardstock. Maybe a tiny bit more just because I see that Poppy Parade sticking out. And then we'll do this too. Ugh. What the heck? There we go. If you just whack on it hard enough, it will work. Okay, so there's that. And we're going to end up putting that on our card here. But I also have a little rectangle stitched frame, stitched rectangle dies. I always want to say framelets. I've got that ingrained in my brain. We don't sell framelets anymore per se. We sell dies. So anywho, yeah, so we've got our rectangle here. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment in, I think I'm changing my mind now. I'm going to go black. I was going to go, nope, you know what? I'm going to go gray. Got to get my gray ink pad here. I changed my mind. I can do that. It's my card. So we are going to go basic gray for this. All right. And try to get this in the middle of... I did crop myself another one because you know how that works. If I have two, the first one will work. If I have one, the first one will not work. So there's a tip. There's a pro tip for you. Always have an extra piece of cardstock because then your first piece will be perfect. Okay. So let me get some dimensionals and we will add this to... Oh. Got a mess. I have been really using up my Paper Pumpkin dimensionals and adhesive dots, you guys. When you get Paper Pumpkin kits, they always give you like extras of those things. And I've got like a little stash over here and I'm like, I need to use those. Okay, so I'm going to add this about like so. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I need to find my twine. So we have our navy blue, Night of Navy. Gosh, words are hard. And basic gray in this twine kit. Now, this is also going to retire at the end of June. So if you don't have this and the paper, you might want to get them because they're good for the men in your life. And we all know it's a struggle to make man cards because I like pretty things that are full of bling. I don't like, you know, because I like to put rhinestones on stuff and you just, I mean, not that you can't, but I mean, my husband would look at a card with rhinestones and go, really? You had to go with the rhinestones? So, yeah. All right, so I'm getting 2 strands of twine here, and I'm just going to tie a double bow. So I'm just going to make a loop, and then there we go. So we'll just manipulate this a little bit, getting it to be the size that we want. I feel like I have ink on my hands. How does that happen? Every single time I pull out ink, it gets all over my hands. I feel like a child. Like my mom's going to come in any minute now and go, Barbara, Eileen, why are you making such a mess? Oh, Kathleen, yes, thank you. It's like June 3rd. Geez Louise, I need to get a grip on myself, I think. Wait, hold on. Let me grab the book. Here's the book right here. Oh, there's my address. I need to cover that up. Nobody needs to know where I live. Why am I not finding that information like immediately on the book? Seriously, why is this so hard? January through June. January, February, March, April, May, June. I think it's the end of June, honestly. I think it goes through the end of June. So we're just going to say the end of June unless I come back. Oh, here it's on the very back in tiny print that I can now see, and it says June 30th. So we have till the end of June to buy the twine and the paper. The bundle, the tie, the dies, and the stamps are in the new catalog. So you don't need to worry about that. But if you don't have the paper and the twine, you should probably get that. Okay, blue dot time. So we are going to, I think like last year, when we had like a mini catalog, they would always end on a silly date like that, like June 3rd or something. But they're doing a little catalog revamping of the timing of everything so that it'll be a little bit better aligned. Okay, so let me push that. Ooh, you know what, you guys? I did opt out of the trip, but I got an email yesterday with a link to the upcoming holiday catalog. Of course, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I barely looked at it myself, but what I did see, I loved. So that's all I'm going to say. All right, let me snip the ends off of this. There we go. And then we will continue using up our Paper Pumpkin dimensionals. And we will get this layered on there. And then I have another man card using the same bundle of goods for you. Because, you know, like I said, that old Father's Day is coming up. I think it's like the 20th of June, if I remember right. So if you don't have the supplies that you need or want, then you need to get them. All right. The angle of this isn't perfect, so I can't tell if it's straight, but we're gonna hope that it is. All right. Now, of course, you could add a layer to the inside, and we can do that because I've got, you know, I've got a fair amount of paper in this room. So let me cut this really quickly. Here we go. And what do we have in here that would be kind of a good thing to have? Well, we've got pockets. Maybe we could stamp like some neckties, like right here. Let's try that. Let's get some blocks. And I don't want the entire tie on there, so if it's too long for my block, that's totally fine. I'm fine with that. Okay, scratch paper. Here's one of my little Stamparatus papers. I think I've told you guys I am loving using these things. I use them a lot. All right, so we're going to ink one of the ties up in the gray. Oh, I should have probably tried to put this on here evenly. So that, yeah, this may be a big fail. We'll see. And some Misty Moonlight for our other tie. And then we'll just kind of scooch that down just a bit. How about that? I think that's good for the inside of the card. Let me close up my inks and then always check my fingers because I seem to make a mess. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it happens. All right, go with some seal. And we will get this centered in here. And there we go. So there it is, card number 1, using some of the cute pockets, or the cute pocket in the die set. And then we have the ties on the inside. So yay. Let's move on to our next project, which we're still using the gray ink. We're still, I think we're going to use the tie. We're not using this tie. So look at my new chamois. They're already dirty. I finally gave up the ghost and got rid of my black chamois. I threw the last one in the trash this morning. You have to do it sometimes. Because, you know, nothing lasts forever. Oh, yes, Marlene, they are missing me. They keep messaging me and telling me that I should be there and that they are going to come to Sheridan, Wyoming and kick my butt if I don't show up for the next trip that I just earned. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, let me kind of move some things out of the way. Well, I mean, I'm not going to use the dies because I already have what I need cut out, but anywho. Okay, so for this card, we are going to move some stuff out of the way because, oh, look at that. Look at that. How does that happen? Jeez Louise, I just don't understand how a professional stamper of 18 years can be so freaking sloppy and get ink everywhere. Like I said, I feel like my mom's going to show up at any minute and tell me to, you know, go wash my hands. Okay. Get some scraps out here. Okay, so I have to tell you guys a funny little story. I didn't know what I wanted to do for my sentiment. I mean, I knew what sentiment I wanted to use for this, but I didn't know what I wanted to put it on. So I pulled out the old messages die and I cropped myself this guy here, this one here, and this one here. I also cropped myself, this is like the suspender straps in the die set here, the man set. And so I cropped that part of that one out too, because I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. But I do have to tell you guys, this messages die, if you didn't know this, let me just find this here, because I don't know the page number, obviously. Who can remember all that? Page 42 in the catalog. Look, there's another stamp set for the die. So, like right now, you can buy this stamp set and this die set in a bundle. And then you can purchase this die set out of the big catalog. So we have 2 stamp sets with all these fantastic sentiments to go with this messages die. So, yeah, that's on my list. And I'm going to be ordering some stuff because I need some cardstock. So, of course, I need that too. So I'll be adding that to my arsenal. So, that's why I have all these little strips, because I don't know which one of these I want to use. Okay, moving on. I digress. Okay, so we've got the card base, we've got a card layer. So of course, here we go again, Denise. Let's see if it's a habit. I think it might be that you just flip. What is the deal with this cardstock? Oh, you know what? This has been sitting on my, this is a funny story. The card that I'm going to make for you guys is a card that I made in a swap. I made it for a swap. Oh gosh. Like last December or November. And so I always cut some extra things because you never know when I'm going to want to make it on a show, on a live show, or do a video or whatever. So this has been sitting up on my counter, which is right underneath my window. And look at that. It's faded. You can see that it's faded. So I need a new piece because that's ugly. We're not going to use that. That's no bueno, as my kids always like to say. All right. So I have to cut this. So I will do that fairly quickly. Okay, here we go again. Let's try that again with a piece of cardstock that's been hiding in a filing cabinet. Oh, I think you guys are talking about Flat Barb and Flat Mike. Yeah, we are having a fantastic time in Hawaii. It's really awesome. So thanks you guys for taking me and Mike to Hawaii with you. All right, so we have our card base, we have our layer 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have a little piece of Pear Pizzazz here. I can't remember what this is. This is 1 3/4, probably by 4. Oh no, 4 1/4. I think it's too long. Well, wait, let me look at my sample here. No, it should be 4. So we're going to cut it. So this, I ran through my Baby Boss using this set of folders. This is the Checks and Dots set of folders. And look how fun these are. Everybody needs these. You know, you don't need every folder in the catalog, but you absolutely need these because these are great for just, you know, your standard backgrounds. So you have, of course, the checkerboard and then the polka dots. So this is a definite must-have out of that new catalog. So you're welcome. And I did that on my little piece of Pear Pizzazz. So I'm going to add this little piece of Pear Pizzazz to the edge of a piece of Pacific Point. I'm trying to think where I found this color combination. I don't remember. Like I said, I made this card back in like November, and it's been just sitting on my bookshelf here to my right for a really, really long time. Someday it's going to make it into a video, and here we are. Okay, so then I'm going to add this to the side of the card. I need to see my card. I need to cheat and see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put this over here with some liquid glue, because whenever I have something that's embossed, I like to add it with liquid glue. I just feel like it sticks better. Kathy, you are so welcome. Dolly says, do you have a flat Dina and flat? No, because I never go anywhere. I sit in Wyoming all the time, Dolly. And so I don't. They travel a lot. They're the lucky ones. I mean, I could travel. I shouldn't say that. I choose not to travel. I choose to stay home. And I got to quit doing that because staying home isn't all it's cracked up to be. Scissors. Here we go. Because this is a little bit too long. So no, I don't have a flat Dina and a flat Kelly. I should, just because I should have them to look at in my stamp room every day. Because I miss them. But I think they're coming to visit me next month. So if they do that, then you guys will surely get some shenanigans out of us, because you know how we are. Okay. I have a scrap of gray. And my basic gray ink pad that apparently makes a mess. Ooh, you guys should definitely go to Swan Lake. You would love it there. It's beautiful. Kelly's talking about a place that my family and I go every year for a 2-week vacation. It's basically completely off the grid. You have to drive up the road a few miles to get any sort of internet service. So I've definitely had to drive up the road on many occasions to place pre-orders and place orders for customers, and go out in the middle of the lake where there is like a little cell phone spot so I can check my email and Facebook messages. But it is kind of nice to just basically unplug and rewind. And yeah, so they should absolutely come to Swan Lake with us. You would love it. Bring your summer home, Kelly. Okay, so we've stamped our tie in the basic gray. And then if I was going to do this, I would take the tie-dye. Tie-dye, that's funny. The tie-dye. And I would go over to I could do either my Baby Boss or my Big Boss. They would both work. And I would cut it out and I would get, hold on, here it is. Here it is. You'd get a tie. I need to put these away before I end up dumping them on the floor and losing them or something. Okay. So we cut that out so we can get that out of the way, but it's too long, right? So we're going to have to trim it down just a little bit. So let me look at my cheat sheet here and figure out how far I cut it down. I think I cut it down to about like right here. Let me do a little thing behind the scenes here, and then I'll tell you. I cut it off about right here on this little dotted line. Okay. Then you're going to cut off the bottom of the tie right down here. Just kind of roll that around. There we go. And then we're going to add it to the tie. So this is, we've just shortened the tie. It's a miracle. You can call me the tie shortener, like the horsefish whisperer. How about that? If you guys are in the catalog kickoff group, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say horsefish. It's a word. Okay. So there we have our tie. So the tie is going to go on the card, like right over here. And I think I'm going to put it on with some mini dimensionals. Again, from my paper pumpkin kit. Because I always have extras. And part of that's because I don't always put everything in my kit together. Okay, so now we're going to add this. She would never have thought to shorten the tie. Oh, yay! Well, I'm glad that I did that then. I thought, oh, that's a no-brainer. Everybody's probably been doing that, and the set's been out for quite a while. Yay, I love it when I can show you guys something that you haven't seen or thought of. That makes me feel like I'm doing my job as a teacher here, right? Okay, there's that. Marlene Peterson, I haven't found all the card samples. Marlene, can you elaborate on that? I don't exactly know what you mean by you can't find all the card samples. What card samples are you talking about? Okay, we're going to bring our twine back in, and I'm going to use the gray again, and I'm going to wrap. I need 2 strands. I need 1, 2. Actually, I think we're going to go 3. Right, Jennifer? Who could forget the horsefish? Okay. Yes, Maureen says she loves all my tips and tricks. I like to say I am full of it, Maureen. From the mystery fun. Oh, Marlene, you just have to go into the catalog kickoff group and scroll down until you find the 4th clue for mystery stamping. And then you can see all of everybody's comment should have a picture in it. So that should work. You'll have to scroll around a little bit. You know, we kind of ended the group, I think it was last week. But the stuff is still there. You just have to search for it. Okay, so I've got 3 strands of twine here. I'm trying to line them all up so that I can wrap them around to the back. Well, maybe I should just go 2 because I'm having a little tough time corralling 3 of them here. Well, maybe we can. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to those and I'm going to flip it to the back and I'm going to use my old Scotch tape trick. You are very welcome. Okay. Thank you so much, Sandy. Sandy says my cards are great. That's always nice to hear. Okay, and so I was able to do the 3. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. A professional stamper right here. Okay. I'm getting a little, what do you call it when you're tired and you are just an idiot? That's what I'm getting to be right now. I went to bed at, it was 12:30 last night. I got up at 5:30 because my husband is working the day shift right now, so I have to get him out of bed and get him some breakfast. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but I do it because I love him. So I get up and I get him off to work, and then I get my son off to school, and then I come back down here and I work some more. And then here we are. But I do it because I love it. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. Okay. Oh, and don't let me scare anybody away from being a demonstrator. You do not have to do what I do to be a demonstrator. I am... What would I say that I am? I would say like I am in maybe a 1% of the company as far as, you know, working this much and really working this as a serious business. Most people don't. Most people are discount shoppers, or hobbyist is another word for it. They just want to get their supplies at a discount. And it doesn't matter what you want to do. Stampin' Up! Welcomes every kind of demonstrator. I welcome every kind of demonstrator on my team. So you don't have to work like a crazy person like I do. I do it because I love it. So there you go. I love creating things for you guys, and I just love it. So I guess I'm sounding like I'm complaining. I'm just kind of complaining a little bit because I've had a lot of work since the new catalog went live, and I'm just tired. And then I had cataract surgery, and my son had prom, and now my daughter's moving, and there's just all these things, you know, all condensed in a short period of time that I'm kind of going crazy. But that's neither here nor there. I need my stamps. Does anybody see the stamps? I mean, I had them in my hand at one point today. And I think I just showed them to you at one point. I feel like I'm looking right at them, but I'm not seeing them, because that happens to me a lot, because I need my sentiment. Where is my sentiment? Oh, for Pete's sake. Does this ever happen to you guys, where you're literally probably looking right at something, but you don't see it? Is it in here? Well, because I just pulled the stamps out to put the ties on. Oh my gosh. This is complete insanity. How does this happen? I'm literally like spinning around here, looking all over the place for these dumb stamps, and I can't find it. It's a whole box of stamps. Oh, I found it. It was between my chamois. Oh my gosh. I'm like, seriously, Barb, you literally had them in your hand like 10 minutes ago. What happened? All right, fine. Okay, I want the "you're the best" sentiment out of here, because it's a little skinny one. So now I can pick, you know, which one of these things I want. And I'm going to go with a block that has my cheater lines on it. That one's, yeah. I totally am Maureen. Okay, so these are my cheater guides, you guys. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these. We don't anymore. I apologize profusely, because I use them all the time, and people always message me, where did you get those? I got them from Stampin' Up! And they don't sell them anymore. But I need them to stamp, so it is what it is. All right. I know, me too, Teresa. You can't, they're clear. Okay, so we are going to stamp the same sentiment on all of these die cuts. And then we're going to figure out which one we want to use. Okay. Now this one is going to be a bit tough. I probably should have stamped it and then die cut it, but we're going to see what happens. Ooh, that actually did not turn out too bad. I'm kind of a little bit impressed. All right, so now we're going to do it on this little suspender strap. Oh, we got a little heavy-handed on the Y there. We'll try to do better on this one. And I feel like I should put it over to the left, because I'm going to kind of hook it under the tie. That could be better. Could be better, could be worse. And then this little guy here, this is kind of a fun one. Okay, so we have 4 to choose from. So I'm going to put them in a row. I'm going to end up sticking it on the card, like right here. Okay, so I want you guys to comment 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one do you want me to use? 1, 2, 3, or 4? I will do a little cleaning while you guys vote, and then we'll come back and we'll figure it out. So I'm going to clean some stuff here, and then we'll try to take a little bit of a tally. The first one, Lori, that doesn't help me. 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1, 1, 1, 4, 1 and 4, 4. Ooh. 1 says Dolly. 1 says Patricia. Cindy says 1. Shanna says 1. Boy, I think 1. Oh, Carol threw a 3 in there. Oh, Joanne threw a 2. Julie threw a 2. Sandy said 1. 3. Oh my gosh, this is tough. I have to say, you guys, I think the 1 is winning. So I think we're going to go with 1. Oh, Terry says 3 because it matches the lines in the tie. Oh, man. Most of you are saying 1. Okay, we've called it. We're going to go 1. They would all look amazing, you guys. They would all look amazing, but we're going to go with 1. So I am going to snip off some of it. And then I'm going to add some, how do I want to do this? I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to add a tiny bit of glue right here. Well, where's the dimensional? Okay, so that's not a mini. Well, it'll still work. Okay, so I'm going to put a dimensional at the end here, like that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here on this end. Oh, you guys are still voting. I feel bad, but I already decided. You can still vote, though. And then I'm just going to slide this under the tie. Press it into place and hope that it's straight. Okay, there it is. Then I have a cute little surprise for you guys for this card. As you may know, or you may not know, in the die set is this little tiny die come out right here. And it will create 6 buttons. Okay. Well, I die cut those buttons out of basic gray. And since you can't put bling on a card because your husband will say why, we're going to put little buttons and we're going to put them over here on this edge. I need to get my glue to come out, but I don't want it to squirt out all over the place and make a ginormous mess. Okay. Get the old take your pick tool. Make sure the button is oriented in the proper way so that we have the nice... Oh, these are so stinking cute. So this is a perfect accent for the man card, you guys. Since we aren't going to use bling, we're going to use buttons. Oh, I have some tape on there. Oh, no, it's a glue dot. Okay, there. So it's kind of a subtle little accent, but I think it looks pretty dang cool. What do you guys think? All right, let me put the rest of my buttons back in my little container here. And my little sentiments that I can possibly keep and use for something else. And I did clean all my stamps while we were voting, so I can just throw those in my box. Oh no, don't lose that, Barb, or this. And it makes 6 at a time, so you don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just run it through and you can get all 6 right away. Okay. Oh, I have an inside layer. I didn't stamp anything on it. What should I stamp on it? I guess we could just stamp the tie, right? Again, maybe we could stamp it on... I think we'll just do what we did on the last card, but we'll just maybe stamp a couple of the same color. Where's my scratch paper? Here it is. Okay. So we'll just do 1, 2, maybe we'll just go 3. Oh, can I get them to be even? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's good. Bow tie. I thought about that too, but it's like this card isn't a bow tie card. It's a tie card. Seal adhesive. Here we go. And we'll get this on the inside. And yay! So I now have a card for my dad and a card for my husband. Yay! Now I'm done. Okay, there it is. And actually, I could probably throw a... to one of the world's greatest dads. I don't really like that. I think it should say the world's greatest because my dad would be the world's greatest dad. But, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it and I'm going to write my own little message. Okay, so there's card number 2. Well, I guess I can leave it out while I clean up my mess because I can't stand stamping in this mess. Let's get everything out of the way into the garbage can. There we go. Oh, Mandy can come in and help us out for a moment. Thanks, Mandy. Isn't she sweet? She's always up to the challenge for helping me. Okay. All right. Our final project of the day is going to be one that uses my favorite stamp set in the new catalog, which is the Flowers of Friendship. I kind of got a little spoiled with this stamp set because I did a little presentation for On Tour. If you guys are a demonstrator, you might know this. I did a really, actually amazing presentation during the On Tour events in April. And I just love this stamp set and I keep using it. So we're going to use it again. So we're going to use some Just Jade card base. We are also going to bring in the amazing Stitched Greenery die, even though I don't have the die, but oh, I probably could have. That would have been a good idea. I didn't think about that. Oh, here we go. So we're going to use this die. This is the Stitched Greenery. It is a large die. It will do like a full quarter sheet of cardstock. And it just gives us great stitched leaves and vines and all that good stuff. It's really fun. So I went ahead and I ran a couple pieces through the machine. Let's see. I better measure these because I don't remember what they are. This one here is 2 by 4, and this one I think is 3/4 by 4. So you could actually do like a 2 3/4 inch by 4 piece, and then just cut 3/4 inch off. That would probably be the best way to go about it. But clearly I did not do that because I was not thinking. Okay, glue. And since this is a little bit stitched, embossed, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to go ahead and use my glue. And I'm going to bring my scratch paper back in because it has grid lines, and I'm going to use it to help me line this up. So this is what I like to do. I like to take my grid paper and line it up against the lines. So I've got it at the side and the top here. And I'm just going to pick a spot where I want this to go. And I'm just going to pick this dark line right here. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it. That's just what I'm going to pick. So I'm going to start laying my piece down, and then I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to kind of eyeball that so that they're both about at the same level. Oh, Vicky said she received her first In Color Club today. Oh, Vicky, you are so welcome. Yes, you guys, I do an In Color Club every year, and you can always sign up. I take new members all the time. There's a link in the description of this video if you want to sign up or if you want to check it out. You get one package of colors each month for 5 months. And so it kind of is a nice way to get your in colors without breaking the bank, as they say. Okay, so now we have that on there. So that's nice and even and straight, just the way I like it. And then we're going to bring in some pieces for some stamping. So this white piece is, what is this? 2.5 by, I think, 4. Yes, 2.5 by 4, and this is probably 2 5/8 by 4 1/8, and this is Flirty Flamingo. So we're going to stamp on the layer of white. So we're going to bring that back in. We're going to bring in our large, I call this a flower bouquet. And we're going to mask this off. You can use Post-it notes or tape. Sometimes I use Post-its, sometimes I use tape. I don't see my Post-its, but I see my tape. So I'm just going to add some tape here. Tape. And I want to make sure that I'm not covering the stems or the, I'm not covering the stems. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm not saying it very well. So I just want to cover the blossom, basically. Okay, so I'm just going to end up having the 3 stems and then the leaves. And I need my memento. Here we go. And I'm going to ink this up. Then the most important step, you guys, is to remove the tape or the Post-its or whatever you used and throw them in the trash. Don't pass go, don't collect $200, go immediately to the trash. And then we're going to stamp this kind of near the bottom. About like that. There we go. Okay, so we are done with the black. And I have a cute little sentiment. We have a new like mini sentiment set in the catalog, and there's a lot of really nice, very small, you can see how small these are, very small sentiments. But I've got a little spot right there, and I'm going to put my sentiment in there. So this one I picked says, "Sending you this paper hug," which I thought was a really nice sentiment. So we're going to ink that up in some Just Jade. And we're just going to stamp that right down here. Actually, I'm going to stamp it on my scratch paper first to make sure it's straight. And yes, it is. I was a little heavy-handed there. How heavy-handed do I need to be? Not very. Okay. Yeah, that's a tiny bit crooked. We're going to pretend it's not. My ADD can't handle that. No, I don't think I really have ADD. I just, I like things a certain way. I'm not sure what you call that. Anal, which that just sounds bad, but it is what it is. Okay, so then we're going to bring in some scraps of pink. The Flirty Flamingo. Oh, I need the black again. I just said I don't need the black anymore, and here I am needing the black, and now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. It's out of the frame. Okay, so we're stamping a large flower, and you'll notice I'm stamping it like a plus sign because the punch, the large flower is oriented like a plus sign, and then the small flower is oriented like an X. So we're going to punch this out like that. Get all the bits out of the way. And then what I like to do with these, because now I'm going to create a flower up here, and I'm going to create a flower. I'm going to a different look to the flower, not this same one. I'm going to put the petals together and create something a little bit different. It's actually going to look more like the petals that are on the stamp that I covered up, but I wanted it to look like this. Why? I don't know. Just because. Someone said, happy your eye surgery went. Oh, thanks, Tana. Yes, it did. I can see now. I'm super excited about it. And when I get my new glasses, boy, there's going to be no stopping me. Everybody better just watch out, because I'm going to be able to see like nobody, you won't be able to believe it. I'm going to actually snip off that little point. And then, oh, we're going to need an adhesive eraser here in a moment. Okay. Remind me that I have that stupid spot there that I just messed up. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put that off to the side a little bit. I am going to snip this off. So this is more of like, this is a little bit of a putsy card. If you don't have time to be putsy, then you should just, you can still mask it off just like I did, and then just stamp your flower, punch it out, and stick it on there. But we have some time. We're just a bunch of friends here hanging out, doing some stamping. And so we're just going to take a little bit of this time, and we're going to be a little putsy. Because sometimes, you know, it's kind of fun. So then this one, I'm just going to stick right in the middle. Like that. So fun. Okay, so I already did this same thing with, ooh, Tana said she went to Glacier Park yesterday. Oh, you're so lucky. You're in Kalispell, so you're pretty close to Swan Lake, Tana. That's where we go every year for vacation. It's just past Big Fork. So if you went to Big Fork from Kalispell, you can get to Swan Lake. It's about 15 miles from Big Fork. It's an amazing place. So I already cut these out. I punched them, did the exact same thing. And we're going to add these little gems to our, we're going to do the same thing. So we'll put one kind of cockeyed a little bit. We'll put the second one a little bit cockeyed, and then the middle one we'll put kind of straight up in the air. So we're going to putsy around here for a little while longer. There. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we don't want to cover up the leaf, so we'll be mindful that there's a leaf there. Did we get snow today? No, but Kalispell might have. Tana, did you guys get snow up there? I heard they were supposed to get some crappy weather up there in Montana today, like feet of snow, which is, it's almost June, for crying out loud. I mean, yeah, we live in a place where we get snow, but not that much. And Tana actually lives pretty close to me. She lives in Worland, Wyoming, so I guess not pretty close, but close enough. You know, closer than some of you probably. All right, here's our last one. We're going to go ahead and stick that on. Ooh, so fun. Okay, so remember we have glue there. Barb, remind myself, there's glue. So while the glue is drying, I'm going to bring in my Just Jade blends, and I'm going to add some color to these these leaves. Now I could have, you know, stamped the leaves and punched them out, but I decided just to have that mostly focused on the flowers, to have that little bit of 3D action going on there. And there we go. You know what's kind of funny? I almost feel like I can see really well, but I feel like I can't see Well, I mean, I still need glasses for this vision here, so that's probably why. Even though my eye is fixed, I still, the distance problem, you know. And this is just like the too close. I can see perfectly like computer distance, like 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from my eyes. Yeah. Okay. So then, let's see, is this dry? Yeah, I think it is. So I'm going to bring in my adhesive eraser. This is something that's included in my adhesive kit, a little adhesive eraser. And if you just kind of rub your adhesive, it will come off. It kind of gets rolled up on this piece of whatever this stuff's made out of, and it's gone. So yay. All right. So let's go ahead and add this to our layer of Flirty Flamingo. Did someone say there's power outages in Kalispell? Snow is in Montana and Cody, Wyoming. Ugh, barf. Cody is just over the mountain for me, so I guess it's possible. It looks pretty crappy outside. I mean, I have a window here in my stamp room. It does have like a plastic cover over it so that, you know, weeds and leaves don't get in the window well. But I can tell when it's crappy outside, and it looks crappy outside. Okay, so then here's a little trick that I discovered with these little silver and clear epoxy essentials. Most of the time a person wants to use the circles. I get it. I like circles too, but you get diamonds and teardrop shapes with these. So here's a little trick for your teardrop shapes with these flowers. Let us pull off a teardrop shape. You're going to put it so that the point goes up. Okay. So you put the rounded part at the bottom of the flower and have the little point go up to the center of the flower. I just thought that looked pretty cool. And so that's what we're going to do. And that gives you a way to use these, because I don't know, you know, sometimes you just want to use the same thing that you always use, the circles. But these, isn't that cool? How they just kind of point up. Yay. Okay. So we have this that we're going to add to the card. We're going to use dimensionals. I think we're just about done with this sheet. Oh, we're probably not going to finish it tonight, but I'll finish it before I'm live again. With the umbrellas. Oh, yes. Good plan, Patty. Oh, okay. I probably didn't need 5. This is probably overkill, but oh, I still have a piece left on there. Oh, I can't do it. I'll use it the next time I make a card. Okay, so then we're going to layer this over our little greenery pieces. Try to get it so it's even. I think that's pretty even. And then the last thing I want to do is, I was so excited when this ribbon was in our annual catalog last year and they carried it over. And I was so excited because I love this gingham Just Jade ribbon. Now it comes as a pack of 3. You get the white and the gingham ribbon, and then this is like Misty Moonlight mixed with white and then wrapped with silver strands. Super cool. So I tied a bow with my Just Jade, and here it is. Yay, the bow. So I'm going to add that with some glue dots to the card, and then it will be done. And I have to say, I really, 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 really like this card. Where do we want to put this? Like right here? We could put it right there. Snip off the ends of this just a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Isn't that fun? And those teardrops are just perfect for that. I love it. Okay. Excuse me. Let me get my other cards that we made, and I'll bring those in. Mandy, hold my card, please. I will push this stuff off to the side so that all you see are the beautiful cards that we made. Well, I guess I shouldn't say beautiful because we made man cards. They're not beautiful, but they're good cards. Okay. Ooh, Kathleen said that was her favorite card tonight. Yay! Okay. We'll bring this down just a little bit, and then we have our man cards here. So, yay! I'm so excited. Now, remember, guys, again, I will not be here next week. I'll be visiting my daughter. After we get her moved into her new place, I'm going to hang out for a while, so I won't be here next week. But the hand-penned class will go out next week. My other class is ready. It's going out. If you want to order it, you can in the description below this video. Everything is below in the description of this video. Oh, Sandy, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, I do have a lot of tricks, Flo. I've been stamping and making mistakes for many, 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 many years, and so I have learned a lot. So, all right, you guys, I hear my husband and my daughter upstairs eating dinner, so I'm going to head up there and get myself a salad, and I will see you in 2 weeks. All right, guys, bye-bye.